right, last minute check, making sure we are not forgetting anything. Oh, hello. Nothing here. We are not leaving anything behind, hopefully. Nothing here. Nothing here. Oh, my shoes. Alright, so today is moving day. Today we are leaving Colorado. Today we are leaving Fort Collins behind and we are going to our next destination, Utah, Salt Lake City. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about how we travel, how we manage what's the stuff that we bring with us, how we plan these trips with focus on photography. That's the main reason why we travel, so I can make photos, so I can make images. Let's hit the road. Wyoming. Finally made it to Salt Lake City after a long day on the road. It was 7 hours. But we made it. This week we are staying in an apartment complex here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Last week we stayed in a cozy house in a residential neighborhood in Fort Collins, Colorado. As you can imagine, the lifestyles are completely different. By moving often, sometimes once every few weeks, sometimes once a week, we get to experience all of those lifestyles, even if only for a while. This place is going to be home, it's going to be my base camp for the next few days. Rachel is going to be working from here. She has a remote job that she can do from anywhere, but it's still a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday kind of job. While she works, I'll be exploring and driving around, looking for places to make great images. The places we choose are a compromise between the potential for good images for me and the services that Rachel needs to do her job. Reliable Wi-Fi, a comfortable and quiet place, basically. That's why I call this video how we travel and not how I travel. We like to stay in Airbnbs where we can cook, even more now during the pandemic, but as you can see, we have quite a little bit of food in the fridge, and here on the counter there's more stuff in here, and we even brought a crock pot with us so we can cook some meat and veggies with it. Other than that, we try to travel as light as possible. I have a suitcase with clothes for warm and cold weather. This is the problem of traveling during the fall. And of course, my camera bag with all I need to do photography and video. Many photographers fly somewhere far away, someplace exotic, and spend 1 to 2 weeks there, make as many images as possible, then head back home and repeat this a few times a year. And that is definitely the way to go if you have family or other responsibilities back at home. I believe that the journey is the destination, so I prefer to travel the way that we do. I want to see those places in between iconic locations that are very often neglected. And I am very fortunate to be able to do it. Also, serendipity plays a very important role in my photography. You never know where you're going to end up when you take your time to travel. Every location is a good location for photography. There are images to be made everywhere. It doesn't need to be a very special and beautiful place. This is what photography is all about for me. Not to wait until we are at that national park or that iconic location, but it's something that we should do every day, no matter where we are. This approach also gives us a lot of freedom. This trip, we have it planned 2 weeks ahead, but after that it's pretty much open. We can go back home after those 15 days, or we can stay on the road for another 2 months. We could go north, we could go south. This can be a source of stress, believe me. Sometimes the freedom of choice can be very stressful, but it's a good thing in the end. We also like to travel this way because we see it as a chance to live mini lives. We go on walks through the neighborhood, we go to the local grocery store once a week or twice a week. We get food to go from a local restaurant. If it weren't for the pandemic, we'd be doing more stuff, but still, it's still a mini life. Of course, this approach comes with a lot of inconveniences and downsides. Not everything is good, not everything is amazing, and it's definitely not stress-free. Many times we wished we were back at home where everything was more convenient and more comfortable. But it is these little problems and challenges that make these trips unforgettable in the end. We like to be exposed to this because the rewards are worth it. I really look forward to my next few days here in Salt Lake City. I will be visiting some really cool nearby spots, so expect a lot of videos and images from those places, but I'm also hoping to make some images here in town during my walks. If that's the case, I will be showing you some of those images shortly right after I shut up. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.